We assume that our customers are our family. And so a lot of our desserts are based off of like family memories. But we don't know what it's called, but it kind of looked like this, kind of tasted like this, reminded me of this. And while we may not get the exact dessert, we bring back the memory that it brought.
Hello everyone, my name is Isabella Johnson and I'm a realtor in Tracy, California with Coldwell Banker Castle Real Estate. And welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm here with Tracy's greatest gem and special owner of I Live for Desserts, Miss Connie Welshon, located off North Central Avenue in Tracy, California. So please tell me, what started this? How did it all begin?
Well, I was just coming out of a 10-year business before. I was an interior decorator. So I was like, I have to do something. So I figured out, if I'm already baking, I might as well take that passion out and make it a business. Sorry, my voice is like my grandkids call it grouchy. I do have a voice box issue, but it goes in and out. So we started from home, with the traditional bakery from home. It was a journey, and because we didn't know anything, we made a ton of mistakes going out the door. We spent way too much time on a building that wasn't ours, spent way too much money, just jumped into the first building that we saw, and we had to grow along the way. So it took a little bit of educating to make people realize what our weirdness was all about and why it was not a bad thing. It was actually kind of okay for you to go outside the box and taste some of our desserts and actually like them and not feel like you're a weirdo because you like something that's different and outside the box. So that was how our journey started, and now we are celebrating, I think in 9 days, will be our 7th year in this location.
That's wonderful. My goodness, that's so impressive. I love that story. Oh my gosh. So tell us, what hoops have you had to jump through to reach your goals of success?
Well, we finally figured out what we were doing wrong about 6 months before the pandemic hit. And we were finally getting everything going. Then the pandemic hit. We're like, what the heck? Now what do we got to do? So we had to go and figure out from all of the mentors that we had used along the way, what could we do to revamp without losing who we were?
Yeah.
Before we had like papers on the table, you can come in and draw. So we still wanted to have some of that down-home feeling where the families could come in and goof off. So we still kept our games. We made a deal with the health department that if we could wipe them down, we could still have the games. We went to whiteboards instead of paper so we could wipe things down because we still needed to be aesthetically true to who we were. Mm-hmm. We started this so that families could come together. Yeah. Very few restaurants are family oriented. It's like the parents have something or the kids have something, but nobody's really meeting the family as a dynamic unit.
Yeah, no, that's rare. That's true. Meeting the minds of both family, having these networks of family-oriented cultures. Yeah, I love that.
We really encourage, put down your phone, talk to the people you're there with, because everybody comes in and they're like on their phone. So you miss a lot of those little subtle things that make your family stronger as a unit. My dad was very much a family first, everything. He would make us go on trips like 30, 40 minutes away from home to get pizza just because a new pizza place opened and he wanted the family to go on a trip. Yeah. We didn't have a ton of money, but my dad made everything so fun that we kind of wanted to incorporate all of that in our shop. Sadly, my dad died about 6 months after we opened, but we still wanted to maintain that same quality, and you really don't need to have a whole lot more, just the family.
Yeah.
So we really incorporate a lot of stuff here so that families can play games. They can doodle with each other. They can do tic-tac-toe. They can all color in the coloring book. It's not just for kids. So in the beginning, we were kind of more sophisticated at having stuff out. As we started decorating for the holidays, people were like, no, you really need to bring this decoration back out because we really like it. Like our pink bunny rabbit, he's now out all year round because he's kind of an Alice in Wonderland theme.
Yeah.
And it kind of fit the decor. We have debated having Santa Claus out. They have asked us about it. We're still not we're not sold on that yet, but I see where our customers are coming from.
Yeah.
But if we're going to have a pink rabbit out, we might as well have Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny out too. But we kind of want to walk the trail of not being overly childish, but not being overly adult either.
Yeah.
And meet that happy middle so that everybody has something to come in and look forward to.
That's so nice. I like that. Those are some great family roots and traditions that you're building on. I love that. Tell us, what are your services and what some of your special treats that you offer?
Well, so what we mostly do is are mostly desserts. All about desserts. Dessert first. We do offer sandwiches and salads, but we would prefer you to kind of pre-order those because that's not our forte. We do also cater those desserts and treats and sandwiches and salads as well. So you'll see us a lot of times if you see that we're closed for an event.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're out doing it. And because we're a family business, it's just my mom, myself, my husband. I have some of my nieces and nephews help out. My sister helps. So it's all family oriented. We have like a couple teenagers that work with us. They're not family, but we decided to kind of branch out. And our goal for the teenagers is not to have them work for us forever, to train them to go out into the world and be somebody else's best employee.
Oh,
so we
that's
incorporate
nice.
Everything. We make them act like they're the owner of the business. What decision would you make? Why would you make that? So we teach them from the ground up, so when they get out, it's a hands-on approach of, this is why we should do this. This is why we don't waste things. This is why we think before we do things. And we have a little different approach. We could be bitter because our employees up and leave after 4 months of training, but we choose to look at it as they're not ours to keep, and we're just sending them out to be better people than when they came in.
That's wonderful. You're teaching them long-term life skills, things that they can take on and use in their future careers or goals that they may.
We hope that every
Yeah.
employer that gets them afterwards is like, we don't ever want to lose you, don't leave.
That's wonderful. That's a legacy you're leaving behind. That's beautiful.
They have come back and showed us some of their journeys, and we're so proud of some of them that have come back and shared with us. Some of them have often got married, some have become psychologists. We're like, yes, we gave them that opportunity to find who they were and their voice, and to realize that they're not dumb teenagers. They have a voice and an opinion, and they're smart and they're worthwhile, even if you have to train them from the very bottom. And we try to really incorporate into them that they are really special people. They're important, they have a voice, they have a reason to be on this earth. And we try to incorporate that with our customers as well. We try to, when they come in all sour and bitter, it's really easy to go and go, oh yeah, I'll just give back to you what you're giving to me. Yeah. But you don't know, maybe their dog got run over a day before and they're still mourning over it. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So our solution is always, would you like a sample? Because it kind of breaks the ice and it incorporates our whole family dynamic right back into our very business ethic. So it's not, just us speaking. What we do here is how we are at home. It's how we are at our friend's house. It's how we are at church. We're family, and we assume that our customers are our family. Many of them have been here since day one when we opened. They were here through the pandemic. They carried us through. They gave us ideas on, should you try this? Could you try that? If you'd offer this, we would love that. And so a lot of our desserts are based off of family memories. We don't know what it's called, but it kind of looked like this, kind of tasted like this, reminded me of this. And while we may not get the exact dessert, we bring back the memory that it brought. And that's what we're all about. And that's the reason why some of our desserts are so far-fetched, because we're not just going off of what we want to do.
You're certainly making priceless memories and leaving along a legacy that's going to live on for a long time. That's amazing. Those are some amazing stories. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. What's next for you in this shop and this story that you're telling us?
We have been picked up by a YouTube cooking channel called Eat This TV. So we did do 12 episodes. They're airing now. They're coming out kind of staggered. So you can always go on to Eat This TV on YouTube and find them. And you can watch the episodes there. We do take you through some of our tried and true recipes. Of course, we're not going to share our secret ones.
Of course.
But we do let you know some of the things that go behind the scenes. Like we make our own chocolate on site. We make our own ice cream from scratch. Everything's made here on site. We make our own cake batches. We make our own cookie dough batches. So while they may be a batch, it's our own blend. Because that way we can make sure that the flour is the right quality, the sugar levels are the right quality, that we have all the right spices, the best quality. We don't want to just put garbage in there because we know that our bodies are a one-time shot. You don't get to have a redo once you've messed it up. So we try very hard to make sure that what we're putting in your body is what we would put in our body. You won't find heavy corn syrup in here. You won't find fake imitation vanilla. You're going to find imported vanilla from Mexico in here. So we try to educate our customers on why we're different than Walmart, why we're different than Safeway. Not that we're bashing them, they're wonderful companies. But we're different because we're not a chain. We don't have our stuff being made in the back, pre-made. We make everything on site, small batches, and rotate them out. And we try to keep our footprint on the earth as little as possible. So we go with companies that have a fine packaging that will evaporate into the earth at some point in time, because just like our bodies, we only have one earth. So we don't want to come out like, oh yes, we're some great green company, because we still do plastics, still do styrofoam, but ours is going to break down a little faster because we've gone and spent a little more money on buying stuff that instead of being there for 12 years, we'll be there for 7. So we try to see as much as we can without breaking the customer's budget as well.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and just sharing your family values and just your memories. This is amazing, and I just appreciate what you've done with your shop and all the efforts that you've put into the community and the legacy that you're leaving behind. It's amazing, and the community obviously enjoys it in so many ways, not just the legacy you're leaving behind, but you know, the taste that you're leaving behind. I mean, it's unique and unheard of because you are leaving something that's very special behind. So thank you, Connie. Thank you very much.
Thank you for taking the time to come here.
Yes, absolutely. If you're visiting Tracy, California, check out this dessert shop. You're sure to find something delicious here. I'm Isabella Johnson. I'm a realtor here in Tracy, California. If you enjoyed watching this video, go ahead and leave a comment and a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so that you know when my next video is released. See you next time.